How we doing, guys?
That's a different kid. Did you get a different fucking kid?
Thank you for the follow.
That's a different kid. Did you
Stop
get a
getting
different
jump scared by
fucking
me
kid?
opening my stream. Well, hey, I'm glad you were able to stop by then. So today we are still working on the comic shop again. Today we actually have a 3D model open. Thank you. For anybody who can't see the whole thing, my shirt says Magneto was right. Scarlett got me this for Christmas, and I fucking love it. So, the bingo card today is the same as it was yesterday, but now all of the spots are cleared. The rule I'm going to use is that until we get a bingo on a card, it stays. The dots don't stay. We have to remark those. But until the bingo card gets used, like the bingo shows up, it stays. So it's the same one as yesterday. Secondarily, if Nimbus is here, they made a full rule book for all of the spots so that you can know what each spot means. So we're not deciding what each spot means on the fucking spot. And hello, Amy. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Cody, we have a bingo that we run in the Twitch that we started yesterday. That is based on shit that happens here. Based on frequent things that happen. Bingo did make a rule book. I don't know if they have the link that they can share, but that is what I know. I have the rule book, and I can show it, but I don't want to... I don't want to show it if they're not ready. God damn! Y'all have just been waiting to fucking cash in those what's on the shelf things, aren't you? Alright. Barely even started. We're like 5 minutes in.
Alfred, yeah, call the guy. I don't
Thank you
care
for the
how many
subscription.
mistakes, call the fucking guy.
Okay. Big Schmack. Pick a number between 1 and 4. 1 and 4? Yeah, 1 and 4. I'm gonna give them like 2 minutes to pick pick their numbers. If they don't pick it, then I'll randomize it. 2. All right. We got our first 2. All right. And now pick a number between 1 and 28. I think 28. There's one big book on shelf 2. So. Oh, Amy, if you can pin the rule book for bingo, that'd be great. Nine. Picking the low numbers today. And I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Alright, shelf 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Alright, this one's going to be a short one because I haven't actually read this one yet. This one is Superman Escape from Bizarro World. I picked this one up when I was in Marysville, and it was at a Value Village. It is one of like a huge collection of graphic novels that I picked up while I was there. It's also one of the only ones that I still have the dust cover on for some reason. It's because the regular cover says nothing about the book. It's just gray and it's got Bizarro on the front of it. Usually I take dust covers off because I don't like them, but I like the art for this one. I think it's kind of cool. I haven't actually read this one, and I have no idea what it's about. I'm assuming it's Superman stuck on Bizarro World, and he has to escape. I'm assuming. It's called Superman Escape from Bizarro World, so I fucking hope so. It's written by Jeff Johns, which I have no opinions about. And the center of this book looks like it's a Golden Age comic. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Halfway through this book, it turns into a compilation of old Bizarro comics. So, this much is the original story. And then the rest of this book is old comics that feature Bizarro. So, goddamn, I didn't even know that. I didn't even look that hard at it, to be perfectly honest. I saw Superman and Bizarro and immediately was like, hell yeah. So, yeah, that's the what's on the shelf for the day, because I haven't fucking read this one yet. Back on the shelf you go. Mark off classes. Yes, let's go to the bingo tracker real quick and let's update what we have. 10 minutes plus, it was only 5 minutes. P.O. box is no, haven't been triple drowned yet. Chat decompresses to Panda Ambiance, don't have that yet. Misery of Washington, haven't complained. Live in Washington, haven't talked about that. Caffeinated, no. Panda Cats, no. 70 plus viewers, no. Laughing Panda, no. Panda Shelf, we can mark off Panda Shelf and the free one. So, Panda Shelf and the free one. Matt, what are you doing? No. Panda Cult, no. Time Zones, no. What? No. Under 2 hours, no. Sleepy Bear, no. Glasses. Glasses, yes.
Alfred, yeah, call the guy.
Wrong one.
I don't care how many.
Thank you for the
Call
subscription.
fucking guy.
Classes list is a no. Sleep schedule, no. College grad, no. Panda Cult, no. Fan moments, no. Alright. Management position after my shift. Hell yeah, Pinchy! Fuck yeah! Okay, so today the entire goal is to actually keep finishing off the 3D block out of the comic shop. Don't have a writer role in the server. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sure if you mentioned that in the Discord, they'd probably make one. Oh wow, we have a fucking black and gray version of me now. Look at that. Finally paint my nails. Listen, I have been trying to do that too. I would probably use it to paint mine. It's been forever since I've painted my nails. I haven't actually painted my nails since before I moved. But the goal for today is to actually keep working on the shop, because right now it looks incredibly small just because of like how far back I have to zoom out for this stuff. But yeah, it will be a lot easier. It'll be a lot more packed once I get in there and make some fucking details. Also, to show how big the actual thing is, this is the grid under it, and each one of these is 1 Maya unit. So each one of these is 1 centimeter. And this is how big we're looking at right now. If that lends to scale anymore. But we have our walls. We have our floor. Leaping into the light today. Oh, I'm so jealous. I want that comic so bad. You know what? While we're doing this, acting like I know how big a centimeter. Cheers. Speaking of which, I should probably open up my. I have so many goddamn tabs open. So to inches and centimeters. And then we're going to go back to Facebook so we can get all of the looks for the thing done. Okay. Just so I can have all of the images and everything open and ready. See, honestly, I think the hardest part is going to be finding all of the comics from the time to put on the shelf. I have 5 old comics that I literally never read, so I was wondering if you could go out and dress. It is. All of my P.O. Box information is up to date, and if y'all want to send me stuff, I am doing P.O. Box videos again soon. Once I actually start getting P.O. Box stuff. How long is the stream going to be? It always is 2 hours long, and we are 18 minutes in right now. So, for me, right now, it is 3:18, and I'm going to end it around 5. I probably should also open up. There we go. So this image is my blueprint, essentially. Right now, we just have these walls in. Too short. Listen, man, I want to have the rest of the night to myself as well. Plus, I still haven't made my TikTok for the day. Already, Invis? We just started. Thank you for the gifted sub. Panda 12-hour stream challenge? Shit, we've already passed that. Do you ever stream longer? I used to. Now that it's scheduled, not really. But I used to stream, like, an undetermined amount of time back when I was single and in college. Good W TikTok. Thank you so very much. Longest stream I've ever done? 15 hours, I think. That was the tattoo shop. So it was, what was it? I started at, how would I say? I think I started at like 10 p.m. and I went till 12 a.m., I think. That was one of my late night streams. That was one of the ones that I did back when I was in college. Holy hell. Yeah, and that was working the whole time. That was working on a project the whole time. You want to know the scariest part is that I stayed up longer than that when I wasn't on stream. That's the longest I've been on stream and working, but I think I stayed up after that. Does 6 to 12 hour things, it hurts me. Listen, I don't do it anymore because I want to spend time with my girlfriend, but yes, long live Jeffrey. He's still on my portfolio, even though I've been advised to take him off. Not him specifically, but, you know. Tattoo shop? I did a 3D model of a tattoo shop. It's on my art station. Let's see if I can pull up my art station real quick so I can... Just for anybody curious, there's the art station if you want it. When you're on stream, you can get a longer stream. Yeah, but I'm still working if I do that. It's very sad. No, I did a tattoo studio. I know the people want Scarlet. And I'm so sorry if you've been following my ArtStation for a while, because I have not posted shit to that in forever. But Jeffrey is... So this is my ArtStation. Wrong one. Jeffrey is... Can you even see the lamp in any of these pictures? That lamp right there is Jeffrey. You could see a little name tag on him that says, "Hello, my name is Jeffrey," and a Panda Red sticker on him. But nobody, nobody in my school knew what those logos were, so I was perfectly safe in using them. Looking at this now, I can kind of see why I should probably take it off of my ArtStation, because I can see a lot of rookie mistakes here. But it also looks just good enough that I don't care. It looks like a student piece of work. And I am perfectly comfortable with that. Shows how you improve over time. Exactly. Plus now I'm going to make this, and it'll be way more detailed. Hopefully. Probably. Okay, so... Let's see. So I'm debating what part I should start next. And I'm thinking it might be smart to... If you can see in the corners here, there's this, like, post right here that are in the corners of where these need to be. So if I make this little post, which is right here in this corner, I can line up this with where this wall... Actually, it's like half a foot off the wall, so I don't know if I could do that. But we shall see. We shall see. I don't want to put the outside walls on yet. Gets pinned. Can't... Really? Fuck. Okay. Panda Cult, Bingo Spit. Alright. Nimbus, you cheeky bastard. That is... Every stream it gets pinned. You cheeky little fucker. There you go. Are you trying to make it look exactly like the pictures? I am. Because specifically this used to be my shop. So I am trying to get it to look as close to my old shop as possible. Okay, so the bookshelves are 6 foot by 4 foot. So we are going to actually... We're going to do something real quick just so I can... Alright. So, what you are seeing here is called a UV sheet. And a UV sheet is essentially... I always describe this in a different way. Do I have anything near me that I can use to explain this? I do. Actually, the book I just used. Okay. Okay, so, let's explain a UV sheet. This is a comic book, right? A comic book has this image that goes all the way across the front, the bridge, and the back of it. To texture this comic in 3D, I need to be able to paint all of those sides. However, to paint all of those sides, I either would need to take the 3D model and get it as flat as possible, on one side so I can detail this side, and then rotate it so this is as flat as possible and then detail this side, and then rotate it as this is flat as possible and then detail this side. That's projection mapping. That sucks. I hate doing that. It's super easy. It's easier when you're like doing low detail things, like you'd have to have buildings in the background that look like a photo, so you can just take a photo and add some bumps to a block and then project a cityscape on it. That's easier if you want to do big shots like that, but it sucks for individual objects like this. So if you're doing an individual object, what you do is you take the object and you take its skin, so the outside layer of it, and you lay that skin as flat as possible, and then you do it all as one long piece. So then, when you wrap it back around the object, it looks like a comic book again. Does that make sense? Is that an easier way to explain how UVs work? The easiest way that I had it explained to me was a candy wrapper. I'm not allowed to take skins anymore and made a lot against it. I'm sorry, yeah, they did. There are very specific laws against that. I heard a ding. I don't know where I heard a ding, but I heard a ding. Why is my Twitch open? Why is my Twitch okay? I'm not sure where I heard a ding from, but I heard something in my headset. Get up, but it involves napping during the day. Okay, actually, I am setting up a stream YouTube channel so that I can post all my streams to that. No, because my audio plays through my desktop audio, all my desktop sounds come to you guys, so I'm not sure where that came from. How do you know this pancake mode will look right on the 3D model, especially on rounder surfaces? So you have to plan for the rounder surface. So if a surface is round and you flatten it out completely, you have to design it like it's going to be round again. And usually, the way that happens is that the screen that you're texturing on has two screens, one that has the flat surface and one that has the 3D model, so you can see what the texture looks like on the 3D model. But the real answer is you kind of fucking hope. You figure out where the seam is, and you try and make that seam as seamless as possible, and then the rest of it you're kind of trying to figure it out. So it shows real-time shit. The texturing software does, not the 3D modeling software. So what I'm using is Maya. Maya will not show you the real-time changes between your texturing and the model. But if I'm using Substance Painter, which is what I use, then yes, it'll show you the real-time changes. But like this is our walls right now. So I am going to... I'm going to move this over to cover my screen, just so I can see the chat. So right now, this is our walls. And the white lines are where the edges of each texture is. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is something kind of weird. I'm going to position it like this, so the camera, it's framed in the camera like this. And then in the UVs, create camera-based UV. Now, the UVs look exactly like they do in the camera. Are those edges not welded? Hold on. They are not. Huh. Okay, so hold on. We're going to fix this before we do UVs. Because I thought that I had welded these edges, but apparently I did not because I threw this on right before we signed off last night. Okay, and then we're going to camera base this again, and it should
That's a different kid. Did you get a different fucking kid?
create something new. So, move this back here. Why is that still separated? Says that's combined. Let's do this. I'm going to isolate select this so that I can only be affecting it. And then we're going to select all of these vertexes here. There we go. Now there's no separation in the wall. That should make it so that when I do another camera-based projection, nothing changes. Fancy art words, well, I know what those mean separately. Nah. Stream to monitor stuff. Thank you, Lynx. Okay, so I'm going to camera base this again. There we go. Perfect. So now the UV is one solid sheet in comparison to the camera. If you can, on the camera, that is how it's laid out, and that's how it's laid out here. What does that mean? So I'm going to lay this checkerboard over the UVs, right? Now remember, a UV is supposed to be completely flat. That's what it's supposed to look like. And in the camera, you can see that it looks completely flat from this angle. Problem is, if I move this, it's not fucking flat. It is only flat from that angle. So these need to be perfectly straight, like horizontal. That is what it's supposed to look like, and it's not what it looks like right now because that's not how I laid it out. Did someone edit the panda so that they're flat? Is it labeled the Panda Pride Squish? That is hilarious. I love that. Okay. So that's what our UVs look like. We don't want our UVs to look like that. So what we are going to do is we're going to cut the UVs. Hold up. Am I still? Yep, that's why. What we're going to do is we're going to cut the UVs at all these edges. Because these are just flat walls, right? Flat wall, flat wall, flat wall, flat wall. All of these are flat walls. Meaning that if you lay them all out flat, they should just be flat, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to ensure that they are flat. Damn it. We're going to ensure that they are flat here. So, cut. So, now, these are two separate UV shells. I have a cosplay question. Okay, what's the cosplay question? I can help while I'm doing this. So, these are now two separate shells. So, I can move these independently of each other. And when they are laid out on the actual UV, they will be separate shells. You can see that they don't flow into each other perfectly now. How do you make a Red Hood? Do you want it to be embossed or do you want it to just be painted? Because painted, you really just have to tape it off. Embossed, you have to... I would suggest Worbla, which is like... It's like a plastic that you can buy that you can then, like, heat up and then form to the chest plate that you're using. Okay, so turning the texture off. Now that this is, like, separate... I'm going to do something called unfolding it, which is just evening it out. Because it was all stretched before. So unfolding it is going to just like flatten it out. Unfold, and then... Ooh, not straighten shell. Also wrong. Here we go. And orient. There we go. Now this shell is perfectly straight. How did I turn? I went and I got it dyed. I paid a lot of money to get the hair dyed. Now if this is flattened out, you can see what it's actually supposed to look like. That's flat. That's perfectly flat and straight. And that is what we need it to look like. Have you already got a texture for these? No, but what I'm doing is laying all of the UVs out so that they are already... So I don't have to go back one by one through the objects and do the UVs. If I do it all at the same time, then... not at the same time. If I do it one by one as I make the objects, then I don't have to worry about it later. Plus, then I can take one object and copy it 1,000 times. Like, if I want to make, like, 1,000 of the comic book model, then I don't have to, like, remake the UVs every single time. So, opening this back up again. We have one wall. That is the correct size. We're going to move that to the side. I'm going to go back in here. Edge. Where's the cut? Does it transform? No. Cut and sew. Here we go. So, that line. Cut. UV shell. Move that to the side. This line. Cut that. UV shell. Move that to the side. Edge. Cut. UV shell. Move this to the side. Edge. Cut. UV shell. Move this to the side. There we go. Now every flat surface is its own separate piece. And if I do all of these and I hit unfold, now they're all the right shape. The orientation is just way off, but whatever. Perfect. Now if we turn on the grid again, look at all of those perfect squares. And that's what we want it to look like. Do you like it? I mean, sure. I also answered nerd question. Well, I don't answer nerd questions on the Discord because I don't go there, but pose nerd questions on the Discord. But here's the problem. If you look at this wall this way, these squares are bigger than these squares, and that's not what we want. We want them to all be even, because even means that we can lay one texture across all of them, and regardless of the size of them, they're going to have the same texture size. So we're going to go back in here, turn the grid off, and first of all, we're going to separate all these UV shells so they're all separated from each other. These two are going to get rotated. So now edges share edges. So cut and sew, move and sew. UV shell, unfold. And then we're going to orient shell again. Nice and perfectly square. And what we're doing here is we are sewing together what we can so that everything flows evenly. Because all these walls are one big... It's like this wall that continues on, or like a corner. We want that texture to flow evenly. We don't want it to be all over the place. This is like the time we had pancake mode pictures of 3D things in a class in middle school. Exactly! And when I texture it, it's going to make sense. And then, let's see, what is this? That wall. Okay. So technically... There we go. Perfect. Cut and sew, move and sew, unfold, orient. There we go. Just like this. And this is something specific. So if you want your UV sheets to be the same density, is the way I would put it. Essentially, you're getting the ratio of how big something is. Why am I making a room again? I'm making a room for my portfolio so that I can have more things on my portfolio because I don't have enough. Is this anything specific? No, that is the middle of a wall. Lovely. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just fucking deal with it. Let's see. Can I cut off that and move it? Would that help? I think that might help. Cut. Yes, it would. There we go. So, in all honesty, this wall doesn't matter very much, because this wall is going to be mostly hidden by a curtain. Of his room from the comic book intro. What do you mean the comic book intro? It says 2022. I already fixed it. I did see all the comments telling me about it. So we're gonna do this, and
That's a
we're
different
going
kid.
to...
Did you get a different fucking kid?
Out. So we're gonna orient this show, because apparently it's... That's weird. I know for a fact that's perfectly square, so we're just gonna... Where's the button for it? Straighten shot. Straighten. There we go. I guess that is technically the easiest way to put this in here. Alright. So, and then when I lay this out, there we go. Check that out. Our UVs are perfectly even across all of our walls. There we go. And that is exactly what we want. Score. Now we're going to do that, and we're going to do it for this. It's not a square, so I wonder why it's making it a square. Because if you actually look at it, that's stretched out as hell. So let's do object mode, click that. There we go. It remembers that it used to be a square, so the UV is laying it out as a square, which is why you have to delete its history. Is this 3D art? Indeed it is. Is it UV1? UVs just dictate, like, the graph that it's on. So it's U and V. I don't know why it's called U and V. I'm sure there's a technical reason for it, but I didn't apparently listen good enough when they explained it. But UVs are just like the plane on which you use, the plane on which you texture an object. This process can get very annoying to do. It can. I find it very relaxing. I like it. But I also know that most of my friends fucking despise doing this. I have a ton of fun doing it. I think it's fun. There we go. Now, if we shrink this back down again, there we go. Perfectly even. And if we do this as well, perfectly even squares everywhere. And that's what we like to see. So, step number 2. I'm debating if I want to lay out where the door is, because the door I feel like is going to have a lot more detail that goes into it, or if I want to lay out where the bookshelves are. So it's like the wireframe figures, it's just a base. Yes, the squares aren't the actual texture. It is determining if the textures that you put on it will be flat. That's what the texture is actually for. Those squares aren't actually there to, like, be the texture of the object. Those squares are there to make sure that the texture that you put on it lays out flat and that it won't be stretched. Because if those squares aren't square, then it's going to be stretched. Those transparency squares in images. Transparency squares? I don't know what that is. What is the sign in the... That's the sign to the shop that we're making right now, because it's my old comic shop. Alright, so... there is a curtain that spans 3 feet wide, so 91.44 wide. Would you want to get the other sides of the building done all at once or finish one side at a time? So the reason I am not doing it yet is so that I can see into the building, and also because those two walls are going to take a lot more texturing and even more details. Because I'm going to have to put in the windows, the thickness, the windowsills. There's heaters on the ground. There's trim along the walls. There's a lot of that I have to worry about. Like the JPEG thing when the background is transparent. Yeah, essentially. And that's a PNG thing when the background is transparent like that. I see in your intro and I'm always confused. Yeah, it's just because it's a consistent part of my set, and as a part of my set I put it in my intro, but also it's the sign to my old comic shop. So I did mention doing the door because there's a door on this back wall. Turn that off so it stops doing that. There's a door on that back wall, so I need to put something out there. Save your word. Thank you. So I am going to make a cube. And this cube is going to be the spacing cube. 91.44. There we go. So this is a curtain. It might not look like a curtain, but it's the space where the curtain is going to be. And I am going to align this curtain with this here wall, so that I can align the other wall against it. So I'm going to label this as sizing cube. In fact, I'm also going to group these together. Walls/floor. I know there's a way to lock. Oh, yeah, I can just. There we go. So, what I just did is lock the translation of the walls and the floor. Oh, fuck. Apparently, it's only if I select the whole thing. I can't move the whole group anymore. But I am also going to lock the floor and the walls. Oh, probably just unlock. No, I'll lock that too. So now I can't move the walls and the floor. But it was at 72. Oh, shit. Okay. Also, that's the second drink anything. Bingo tracker. 70, line 2, number 4. So, tink. Tink. And then 70 plus is... That was 70 plus. Has to verify it on his end. Is it the third one? I thought it was the second one. I've only seen it twice. But I didn't think it got noticed. Oh, might not have got noticed. Yes, Amy, confirm that for me. Thank you. Saying drink water, drink the damn water. I understand that. It is just that we also have a bingo tracker going. I had something to say. It is on my TikTok in the link. Okay, so against this, there is the bookshelf. And that means that I can start making the bookshelf model. So, let's make a cube. Just for size, this is a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter cube in this space. I know this space looks fucking tiny right now. Thank you so much. I'm gonna thank you again for the things you've helped me. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for saying such kind things. You're great. Cleared these rewards since last year. Okay. So, our 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter cube here. I'm actually going to isolate this so we're just looking at it. Oh, shit. There we go. All right. D. Bottom, we're going to translate it. .5 up. So then if I unisolate it, it is just above the floor. Good. So, this is 6 feet tall, so it's 182.88 centimeters tall. So, 182.88 centimeters tall. It is also 121.92 centimeters wide. What did I say? 121.92. 121.92 centimeters wide. Here's where shit gets tricky. At the bottom, it is 2 feet, and at the top it is 1 foot. But it is incredibly hard to scale individual planes to specific sizes. So, what to do? Well, what to do is to go in here, and we are going to create a secondary cube. And it's going to be 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. So that's going to be 60.96 on all aspects. So 60.96, 60.96, 60.96. There we go. We have a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot cube. And then we're going to bring it back up to the surface as well. Here's where we run into a problem. This thing has its center centered. We don't want that. So D, B. No. Too much. See, now we're running into an issue. Doesn't seem to want to connect. To either side here, which is a problem. Sorry, checking the chat real quick. Seems to be taking its cues from the other grids and not this one alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase its history. I'm going to isolate it. There we go. Sometimes it's the simplest solution. Unisolate it, and we're going to move it back so that it is completely even with this cube. Tell me that's not on a line. It's on a line. No, hold on. Yes. So it's completely even with the back of this cube, which is good, because this is 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot, and the bottom of this is 2 feet long. So we are going to take the edge right here, extend it all the way out there. There we go. Now it's even. And now we are going to duplicate the cube, and we are going to make it 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot, because this is my solution. 30.48. Why do the math if you have notes? There we go. And now we're going to bring this all the way up. And in fact, we are also going to delete its history. 1 foot cube. Oh shit. 1 foot cube. It seems to not like numbers. One foot cube. Two foot cube. There we go. Now we have our sizing cubes. Take this. Now these are all even. Take this edge. And now we have a basic block out of our comic book shelf. Decompressing this stream as well. That's not fair. Alright. What do I want to do here? I'm going to put a line in the center of here so that I can recenter that that point. But right now I don't want to do that. Right now I want to control it by this corner here. Isolate select these. There we go. So now this is lined up perfectly with this wall, and it is exactly 3 feet away from it. Problem solved. Actually, it's not exactly 3 feet away from it. Look at that. Whoa. There we go. Now it's exactly 3 feet away from it. So this is going to go into its own group of comic book shelves, so I don't need to worry too much about it. But we have our first comic shelf laid out against the wall here. And here's the thing. I am not going to UV unwrap this right now because I don't need to, because this is not actually what I am going to end up using. I am going to replace a bunch of objects with this. I'm going to lay these out for where the shelves are supposed to be, and then I'm going to replace those objects with a different object. I want to get the layout so that I know what this looks like. But now we have our layout for our comic shelves, thank God. So, what do I do? First of all, I'm going to take a brief check to make sure that I can place objects Maya. 90% of learning is looking it up on YouTube.
This is Malcolm341. In today's video, we're going to learn how to use the Replace Objects tool in Maya. Replace Objects is super useful, but can be a bit tricky to use, so let's get into it. So what Replace Objects does is it takes your currently selected object and all the other objects you have selected. And so here I have these objects here, and I've got this object here that I want to replace these with. And so this object here needs to have the correct rotation translation from 0, otherwise it won't know how to rotate and fit to those objects. So if I zero this one out, that's what it looks like. So it's going to use the pivot point of that, and it's going to put it to the pivot point of all of these and apply the rotation, scale, translation of these to this. Actually, let's add some scale as well.
All right, so I can do it. Thank God. That's all I really needed to know. A much older version of Maya. Yes, but because it is a older version of Maya, that means that the tools are usually still in this. And replacing objects is such a commonplace thing that I can't imagine they would take it out for any reason. So, that's good. That just means that I need to keep the rotational data of all of these. So let's find the 0 point of the fucking world here. What are you doing right now? I am making a stand-in shelf for where I'm going to put things. Although I am debating if I want to make the stand-in or if I just want to say fuck it and create the shelf, so then I can just place all the shelves, since I'm going to be placing them all anyway. I can replace them later, but I'm wondering if that's even useful because I already have a layout of what the building is supposed to look like, and I'm measuring it up exactly. It might just be more useful to make it now and not worry about it. Yeah, let's do that. So, let's take a little gander at what these shelves are supposed to look like. So, these shelves look like this. There is a slight backing. They're about 6 inches deep, but there's a slight backing at the exact same angle as the actual bookshelf itself. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6. There is 6 individual segments that go all the way up, and they're all evenly spaced. How old was I? 14. Because that picture was posted in 2015, February of 2015, and my birthday's in July. But looking at that again, the walls aren't too thick. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to duplicate this bathroom wall one. I'm going to hide one. Just in case I fuck this up. Because I don't want to fuck it up, but just in case I do. I'm going
That's a different kid. Did you get a different fucking kid?
Delete these. And these. And you know what? These two. I am going to select these, and I am going to extrude them inward. Ironically, not even that far, because they're not actually all that thick. These are actually completely inside out by the looks of them. So, I'm going to isolate this while I model it. I'm going to select every face. Then surface, now mesh display. Reverse. There we go. So we have the outside walls. That's good. The hard part is going to be getting lines that are perfectly even with the with this edge. Thinking I might make another block and then like kind of fuck with it a little bit and see if that helps. It actually might make things easier because then I can just extrude the shelves from that, because then I'm going to have even 6. Yeah, because there's 6 panels that go all the way up, meaning that I need... Wrong one. There's a lot of like mental counting that I need here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 openings, meaning I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means I need 5 subdivisions. I know this probably all sounds like mumbo jumbo, but the name starting with K. Why? Don't be sharing secrets on here, Amy. Because they rate themselves at 5. Oh yeah, we absolutely did that. 100% we did that. I'm not even ashamed of that shit. I wonder if I can do this. And then we can just take these faces right here. What is this? Oh. Ooh. Okay, so what do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? That might actually be my best idea. Okay, so we're gonna duplicate it, bring it right under it, hide the top one, bathroom wall 2. We are going to delete one entire side of it. We are going to unhide that. We're going to take bathroom wall 2, and we're going to move it dead center of the 2. And then we are going to... Right, because actually it is already dead center. So we are going to zoom way fucking in on it. Go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this face, and since it's oriented to the world, I'm just going to... There we go. So now I have the basic layout of what it will eventually end up looking like. Ow. Well, get out of there. Listen, the reason I also have zero fucking shame about us commenting on how great our own shop is because we lived in a town where there was no comic shop. So generating your own press is 100% necessary. So I'm going to unisolate this for a second. I'm going to get the 1 foot cube. This. And there we go. Now I know 1 foot and 6 inches on this thing. And in fact, I'm going to come down here to the 2 foot cube. And now on this, I will also know one foot on both sides of that. There we go. Why am I doing that? Because I'm going to put the shelf back 6 inches and I want to be able to measure it perfectly. So with that, we are going to go here and we are going to select bathroom wall 1, 2, and the 1 foot cube. And then we're going to hide everything else. 1 foot cube. That to the ground. Whoa. Use the right fucking control. That should be about right there. Okay, so then we're going to select this, select the edge. Actually, not the edge. We're going to select the face. Ooh. Or should I? No. No, we're going to select the edge. And then I'm going to object mode grab this. And I'm going to bring it all the way up here. And I can just select this edge and do the same thing. There we go. Now it's back 6 inches. This is exactly how it's built in the actual shop itself.
That's a different kid. Did you get a different fucking kid?
Thank you for the follow. Ow. Enough times to get special cause. Oh shit, hold on. Did we do... No, we did triple drown panda, did we? No, we didn't. Alright. That is middle, so... There you go. You're getting close. Back to live. So I need 5 even separations. Across this face. So I'm actually going to... I'm going to do something specific here. Panda ambiance is meant... Panda ambiance is when I stop talking for a while. When it is just focusing in, which I have not done. I've been very careful not to do that. I'm talking my ass off. $10, $20, $40, $60. There Ooh, that's not right. Just go by 5%? How do we want to do this? So that's halfway. Now I have 4. I need 5. Is you talking and cursing and we find a reliant. Our Nimbus? Is that really what it is? Mesh. Whoa! Alright, hold the fuck up. I'm adjusting it in hopes that these segments will be a little bit more evenly spaced. Okay, I think I got it. I think they're evenly spaced now. If I just keep doing it, will they get even more evenly spaced? I could just create another cube that has 5 subdivisions and figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like that for now because that kind of stopped moving. And fuck it. What size does this need to be? 182.88 centimeters tall, so 182.88. Oh shit, maybe before I do that, I should get in here and actually make that scaling from the bottom. There we go. 182.88, is that what I said? 182.88 centimeters tall. And then it is 121.92 centimeters. I actually don't need it to be that. So let's just do fucking 50 by 50. This is just to evenly space these out. And then oh, god damn it. It disappeared as soon as I deleted the history. There it is. Okay, so 182.88, 50, 50. Hard to say no if you really don't want to check off the space, but yes, that's what I wrote. It. Fuck! Alright, fine. I'll honor my fucking word. Thought I was being goddamn smooth. And customers were assholes. I still find that hilarious in Viz. And honestly, a bit confusing. Any faces change, let me know. I don't want them changed. I just keep joking about it. Alright, we need 5. Perfect. Alright, so this is the same height as this, and these are all evenly spaced, which is what I want. Why confusing? Because I talk very, very loud and fast and curse all the time. So I find it hilarious when people tell me that, like, my voice is relaxing. Especially my TikTok voice. Alright, so... front view. Yeah, fuck it. We can do front view. This works. Actually got it pretty fucking spot on. I'm intentionally moving them out of the way so that I can pop them back into the proper place. Turn the grid off because yes, I know I am past the border. There we go. There we go. Evenly spaced, 5 racks. Matt stream last night, we finally told him that his vocal audio was very soft compared to yours, and he immediately turned his mic volume all the way up. That sounds like him. That makes sense. I also talk like directly into my microphone because I have my microphone like right on my face and constantly fucking hit the thing. Is that a Magneto was right shirt? Yes, it is. Because it's above his camera. God, I've never even considered that. I got a nice, cool, glowy one. I don't want it to be above the camera. I'm gonna put it right the fuck here. How else are we gonna get Panda ASMR? Shelf spacer. Probably would have been easier to just do this. Panamic is very exactly. It fits with the vibe. Listen, I've tried colors other than blue for back here because like blue is fine, but it's not really my color. Like my colors are gray, or like gray, white, and red. So I've tried to find something other than blue to work, but honestly, I mean it goes with the lights. To know when you're muted. Yes, it also is very helpful for that because I'm a visual person, so this is extremely helpful when I need to know if my mic is just not participating. Alright, let's take another look at the shelves. So the shelves are they just have a thing that juts out. What do I want to do for that? Because the shelves aren't completely even with the ground. They, like, move up slightly. Which, I mean, I can just... Yeah, alright, I know what I need to do. So, let's do edges here. First of all, let's make sure this all... Yep, all selected. Good. And then... Do I want to do it for that one? Yeah, we'll do it for this one. Perfect. And then we are going to do this. Chamber for... Oh! Ooh. That provides me a problem for that bottom one. I'll do that bottom one separately. Yeah, okay. So, that. Chamber for on. And drop this down to like 0.05. Because I want it to be roughly the same width as this is. 0.06. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. And then I will go in here, chamber for off, and then 0.06. Perfect. I'll just need to go in and delete this bottom edge because I don't need it. So, what did I just do? I am making the shelves and I'm making them extract from the back wall because that's easier than creating a bunch of copies of one panel if I can just hard surface model it out. Hard surface modeling is when you model something out of another thing instead of making another piece. I would like a reward that is just invite the dogs into the... No. Nope, that's not happening. I am never allowing the dogs in here. This is the one area of the entire house that is not completely coated with hair, and I would like to keep it that way. I love them. I know you do. That's great for you. I love them too. They're not coming out here. But puppy, I get it. Crush my heart, Bandit. Well, that's what it is. They eat one too many. They eat one too many cameras. They get banned from my workspace. That just be how it is. I'm sorry. Also go slightly up. Why is that? Okay, well it's already a little bit off the floor, but we want it just to touch more, so there we go. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. It's circumstantial at best. I have dog bite marks in my cameras. That's not circumstantial. Because he is objectively tall. It might be. I fixed this problem yesterday because I thought I had a tape measure for this, and I do not. You don't know whose dog did that? On the 4th floor of a locked apartment? Out of electronics, especially keep. Thank you. Okay. So I'm running into a bit of an issue here. So I need to place a wire across each of these. There's like a little tube that goes across each of these. But to get that tube in there, I need to have it placed evenly because all of them were placed evenly. But I'm not 100% certain how I'm going to do that. End stream with claim reward. Taking the camera to the pub. I am hooked up to a photography camera right now. I can't take this camera with me. Why did my points balance grow? I also have not signed up for Expedia, so I don't. That's weird. Okay. For the corner, I need to like set up a camera for out there. What if you just pointed the camera at the door, opened it, and called them in? Why the fuck would I open the door for them? You gave me scan for. That is a dirty fucking move, Amy. You know, good and goddamn well that's not playing fair. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I could eyeball it. Nobody's really going to know the measurement, so I guess I could just eyeball it. In fact, I will. So we're just going to... A little bit of a hack for all you would-be 3D modelers out there. If you round the edges of a cube, if it's really small, you don't have to... you don't have to UV unwrap a fucking cylinder when it's small enough. Even that might be too thick, to be perfectly honest. How much could I see it in the Facebook images? No, no, that's pretty close. All right. I'll just fucking... First of all, let's split this down the center so that I have something to base this off of. And then we're going to shrink that down so it's in the walls. And then unisolate select. Isolate, select only these. Back to the cube. So. That does not seem right. That provides a problem.
That's a different kid. Did you get a different fucking kid?
How far down does this have to... Jesus God. So that's just not enough. Oh. Maybe not. But that would work better down there, not right here. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? I just realized what I can do. Alright. Time to water it. Yes! Alright. Got it. I got it! I had the picture open so that I could see what the fuck I was doing. Sorry. Alright, so this might seem like fucking overkill, but this is my solution to figuring this out. I'm going to center it here. Okay. It has decided that it does not want to conform here. I will just fucking eyeball it again. Here we go. Perfect. Is that still in the thing? It is. Good. Alright. So. She saved your word. Thank you. Listen, man, it's not gonna... Well, it might. It might crash. Panda's work is, prone to crashing. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to move this down. We're going to center it there. And look from the top view. Okay. There we go. I have an evenly spaced band around that one. When you made your profiles, did you have any other ideas for domain names in an alternate universe? What would you be calling yourself? I'd be calling myself Pandapool in a different universe, because that was what my username was originally, and I just decided to change it because I didn't want to get in trouble with Disney. When you get startled, do you throw your hands up in the air and follow? No, I am not a small animal. If you're wondering what these were for, these were elastic bands that were across the comics to make sure that they didn't fall off, because they would fall off of the if someone like didn't set it down properly, there's a potential to fall off. There was enough comics stacked in one spot, just the pressure between the pages might make it fall forward, and we didn't want them to fall off of the rack. But I really hope. I'm sorry, I am not Red the Panda. Although Red the Panda still would have been a cool nickname. Now I have all the elastic bands. And bam, there we go. I'm going to move this forward. So close to being done. There we go. There we go. So, from a distance, without the wireframe on, here's what we're looking at. Which, I think, looks pretty fucking close to what they actually looked like at the time. I'm also going to do something very specific. and time consuming because I should have done it when I did the first one. Edge. And mesh display, soften edge. Here. Mesh display, soften edge. Edge. Mesh display, soften edge. 2 more. Edge. Mesh display, soften edge. Because this makes it look rounded. This makes it look like a circle and not a cube. Edge. Because again, they were elastic bands. They weren't like barriers that we set up. No, there we go. Much, much better. And almost exactly what they looked like at the fucking time. In fact, let's pull open the Google images. Oh, wow. Look at how good that timing is. As soon as I finish. Alright, let's pop open. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here is the comic shelf that I have made. With like some very basic lighting on it. And then here is what the comic shelves looked like.
That's a different kid.
In the comic shop itself.
Fucking kid?
So I think those are actually pretty fucking close. Alright, so moving this to the side. I'm going to combine this real quick so that it's all one thing. So, back walls, side walls. Go. And I am going to so it's centered on the backboard right there, and I can move it around as I see fit. There we go. And unhiding it. I'm wondering if I should very quickly... Alright, so let's open this up real quick. Back walls. I'm quickly deleting all of the extra polygons that I do not need. Or at least the edges from them, and then I'm going to go and delete all of the vertexes that were made because of them. I'm going to keep the center line, because I think the center line's a good thing to hold on to. And I'm going to go to vertex mode, because there's a bunch of vertexes that don't have actually any lines attached to it now, and there we go. So in this entire thing, I have 530 faces, which is not that bad, and that's also including all of the random ones that I have here that I don't actually technically need. There we go. If I wanted to very quickly Actually, we want to do it from the other. Ooh, shit. There we go. Ooh, uh-oh, no. Undo that. There we go. I had accidentally just set a keyframe at where it is, and I am not adding an animation to this, so...
That's a different kid. Did you get a different fucking kid?
Thank you for the follow.
That's a different kid. Did you get a different fucking kid?
Wait a minute. Okay, good. There's only 3 there. Fuck yeah. Alright.
That's a different
I was
kid.
worried
Did you
for a
get a
second.
different fucking kid?
Holy shit, thank you for all the follows. What is happening right now? I'm very confused as to why Nathan's name is being called out right now. Stalking when you least expected. Nathan, what the fuck are you doing here? Alright, there we go. Now we have 3 of the comic shelves. Hell yeah, go us. Actually, I shouldn't do this. Motherfucker. I just realized that I still need to make the UVs for all of this, so I should not do this yet. But we have 1, and we saw how quick it is to make multiple. Another square. Repurpose the... No, because Matthew was not here, so I'm not using it. What are we doing here? I'm 3D modeling my old comic shop, Nate. Because I need portfolio materials if I'm going to be becoming a video game artist. Let's see if I can make him come here. Actually, I'm closing the stream right now, so that's not happening. And back. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Please save. Thank you very much. Saved. Okay. I'm going to be headed out. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, we're going to be making more of those comic shelves, and we're probably going to be not 3D model. We're going to be UV unwrapping them. So, thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see if this works. There we go. I've created a raid for Nathan's page, so you want to go and check him out, go and check him out. Informed about his thumbnail. I did, and I already fixed it. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for checking this out. I don't think that's bingo, because I'm not repurposing the Matt, what are you doing here one, but I am raiding the Bard, so. Wrong one. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Whoa, why is the 5th line completely... There we go. Alright. See ya.